threw up the goal. I think Will passed me the ball, shot, scored.
Nice and brief.
Add yourself to the scene if you're not added, and then swap to the news setup.
And we are live. Are we live? We are live, people. Let me know that we are live. Let me know if you can hear me. It's been a long while. I hope you are well. I hope everyone's having a good, amazing, fantastic week. It is Chosen Wisdom Football, and we are back with another Manchester United news roundup show. We have, as usual, guys, a lot to get through. Most importantly, guys, the champions. The champions. The champion. Listen, people. We are back, and how it feels. Sweeter than honey. Sweeter than honey to be back in the Champions League. We're going to talk everything about the Champions League draw, people. Are you excited, like I am, that we are back in the promised land? We're back at the top. We're back with the big dogs. We're back with the big dogs, people, and it feels wonderful. So we'll talk about the Champions League draw. Also, guys, Zirkzee looks like he is, in fact, heading out of Manchester United. The news is Zirkzee to Fiorentina is close. They're in advanced talks for a loan move with an option to buy at this stage. It might be an obligation to buy, but either way, we are working on the details. So we'll get into the Zirkzee story. Also, as you guys know, Carlos Baleba has been signed. It is official. He's done his promo vid. He's done his announcement vid. He's even done his goodbye to Brighton vid. So we'll spend a couple minutes talking about Baleba and potentially talking about what he could bring. What do you guys think he could bring? What do you think we need? Are you excited about Carlos Baleba in our midfield? We'll talk about that as well. There's news that Balde from Barcelona is not happening. He doesn't want to leave Barcelona. He doesn't want to go to Manchester United, and maybe he wants to stay and fight for his place. That is the noise. That is what's been reported by some journalists. So are Manchester United going to get a left back this season? I have maintained my cool. I've maintained my calm. And I've always said that I've maintained my calm because I want to give these guys a chance to do the business that they said they were going to do. So let's see. We're going to talk about the left back situation at Manchester United. How desperate do you think we need a left back? Is it a priority? Do you think we need a centre back? There's now talk about Manchester United now maybe needing a centre back. I've said we needed a centre back for a long, long time. Do you agree with me? Let me know. Comment below as you usually do. The Lewis Hall situation, guys. Some people think Man United might do a late surprise. There are some people in a camp that are thinking that Man United might do a crazy last-minute 60 million Lewis Hall bid. Is that what you think? Is Lewis Hall fully dead? There is news, there are reports now that we could go back in for Lewis Hall next summer and do something that we did with Carlos Baleba. Tap him up, I guess technically. You know, he's Lewis Hall, apparently, I think he's conceded 2 penalties in his first 2 games for Newcastle. Will Lewis Hall have a slightly Baleba season? I don't know. Let me know. Comment below, guys. And I'm going to end the stream by touching on a little bit of Bruno Fernandes if I have time. If I have time, I'm going to speak a little bit about Bruno and Bruno winning the PFL award, the Player of the Year award. And I'm going to say off the bat that if you love Bruno, you might not enjoy fully what I might have to say about Bruno. I'm going to end on the Bruno thing. But today, right now, let's talk about the Champions League, people. Let's talk about the Champions League. All right, let's see where we are at. Okay. So, as you can see, the Champions League draw has been released. And that is Manchester United's draw. That is Manchester United's draw. And of course, we get Bayern Munich. But do you know what, people? Big up Osman in the chat. Big up Turkish in the chat, first and foremost. Let me address the chat in the building. Big up the chat. Big up the chat. Let's jump into it, people. Bayern Munich at home. Now, you can't get any tougher than Bayern Munich, really. And we're always going to get one of the top dogs. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't even care who we get. It's the fact that we're back in the Champions League. Bayern Munich at home, at Old Trafford, under the lights, guys. That excites me. That excites me. You know, is Olise going to terrorize Luke Shaw? Maybe. Probably. But just being back in the Champions League, I'm not looking forward to Atletico Madrid away. I actually think we've got a better chance being Bayern Munich at Old Trafford, just because it's at Old Trafford, than we do beating Atletico Madrid away. That fixture is going to be ugly. Simeone? Oh, Lord Jesus, me no want Simeone. Away? Yeah, but I don't know. Also, to see how Carrick sets us up. I mean, to be honest, I was looking forward to how Carrick set us up for the first game, and we saw what happened in the first game. We lost. But just thinking about how he's going to set us up against each team, he's probably going to change for each team as well. It's so exciting, people. It's exciting, and we're back. Roma at home. We should beat them. Sporting away. Portugal. Leipzig. Listen, this group is solid. This group is solid. Villarreal. If we're not on form in any of, if we disrespect any of these teams, we're going to get beaten. There are no teams here where we can approach it in a relaxed way. But then, answer me this, guys. Let me know. Let me know this. Do you think Man United will do well in Champions League? Do we look more like a Champions League team? And you know what I mean? Could we do well in the Champions League based on the type of players that we have, the profile of the players that we have, and the way that we play? We're still trying to develop the way that we play under Michael Carrick, which is different to the way Michael Carrick set us up towards the end of last year when he took charge. What we're seeing now is different to what we saw from Michael Carrick when he first took charge of Manchester United. So, Saba, Mr. Lover Man, Saba. Sorry. Wait, how are we gonna heard us? Let me Saba, Mr. Lover Man, Saba. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see Saba. Yeah, let me see this squad, people. Let me see Saba. God, this is sound like some Jamaican team, bro. There's a team with Jerome and Jermaine and Duane. What team you play for? You play for Saba. Yo, we play for Saba, man. That team I play for. Hold on. Hold on to blows and cha. Let me see. Saba. Let me see if I know these people. Aidan McCarthy, Junior Almeida. Okay, Pushak. Rodri Fernandez. No, people. I mean, I'm not Saba, but we got Saba, bro. We got Saba. And it's not even a Sabbath. Wait, we might no, yeah, it's midweek, so we don't even play Saba on the Sabbath. It'd be good if we play Saba on the Sabbath. Then we could pop and make a tune out of it. You know what I'm saying? But come on. Yeah, man. So what are you guys saying to me? Confident in the Champions League draw, in the Champions League run? Looking forward to the games? Are there any games you're not looking forward to? The league phase of the Champions League, we've not been in it before. It's the first time we've been in it. We've been observers. Where do you expect us to be, to go? How far in this Champions League? It's too soon. Is it too soon to even try to predict this? Because at the moment, we don't even know where we are. I don't think the first game that we had against Hull was a true representation of where we actually are under Michael Carrick. And I hope against Ipswich, they prove me right. I really do. Big up the chat. Let me touch base in the chat very quickly. Bayern at home as the opener. Them Champions League welcome backs. Yeah, baptism of fire, Osman. Baptism of, it's hot. Bayern Munich first game, but it's at Old Trafford, guys. So it fills me with a little, listen, bring it on, guys. I'm not doing this. I'm scared of teams in the Champions League, guys. I'm not doing it. Let's enjoy it. If we get beaten, we get beaten, but we're back in the Champions League. Let's enjoy this shit. Yeah? Let's show people. This is a chance, Brian Cunha. You guys want to be the best. You guys think you're up there as players. This is the world stage. This is the Champions League now. Show the world now. Because at the end of the day, these guys are going to World Cups and show people. So I know they can show people in Europe. Where we're going to be playing teams that move the ball a little bit slower. We've seen what happens. Tottenham advanced in the Champions League, and Tottenham are whack. Tottenham are whack, people. So I'm excited as a mofo. Big up, Oz. Big up the remix angle. Yeah, man. No. Big up, Tim. I don't know if that's the order. I agree. This, guys, this is not the order of the fixtures. So I'm not sure if Bayern Munich is actually first. Tim is right. But Tim, are you excited, my friend? Arsenal's first three are Real Madrid at home, Bayern away, Dortmund at home. Madness. I feel like, do we have? No. I thought I had the list of all the other teams, but last season Newcastle and Villa went deep. No reason United can't get a win in the knockout rounds. Exactly, Osman in the chat. Over the past few years, the physicality, the speed of the Premier League is replacing any sort of technicality. Replacing, I don't know if that's the right word. But Barcelona just bought Anthony Gordon. Spain are looking at speed and power now. So Tottenham went far in this competition. The strength of the Premier League. Tottenham, who finished 15th Newcastle, Villa, as Osman just said. Something has been happening over the last few years. Now, Man City are still the only English team to have won it in a long while. Was it Man City? Who won it released more recently? Liverpool, Man City. I think it was Man City. Of course, it's Man City. But Arsenal won. Arsenal got to the final. Arsenal got to the final, guys. So I'm not saying we're going to win it. Don't put words in my mouth, people, please. I beg of you. I'm just saying that I'm not as scared of the Champions League as I was 15 years ago when the real Bayern Munichs and the Juventuses and I don't know who else. Who else, guys? Who else? Juventus, Bayern Munich, German, even Bayern Leverkusen's to a certain extent, maybe. Loads of the Italian teams and Milan teams. I was nervous. That's when I was nervous, guys. That's when I had butterflies. And I'm like, what? I ain't nervous, no Champions League, guys. Bring it on, people. Bring it on. And we'll be watching all of these games, analyzing all of these. Whether we win or lose, we'll be here supporting the lads, supporting the club that we love. Yeah? So big up, everyone. Let me touch base with the chat. Yo, Sabah is actually a place in Malaysia. I had to Google it to find out it's a team in Azerbaijan. Mr. Lover Man, Sabah. Bro, Sabah needs to be a place where all the yardies go. All the yardies need to go to Sabah. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I can't get it out of my head. I think I'm going to be going Sabah. All stream. Big up Shivs. Big up Wiz. Big up the bro Turks. Yeah, man. Big up Shivs in the building. Wiz, I can't see Elise taking sure for that. I can see Elise. What are your thoughts? That's what I said. Listen, Elise might leave Sean on the ground a few times, but we're back in the Champions League. Hey, I can't wait. I can't wait. Listen, I want these guys to be tested. If we want the best players in the world at our club, if we want to keep getting better players, we need to be in better competitions, and we need to show people that our players can either sink or swim. Bring on these tests. Bring on these tests, guys. Let's show people. It's time. It's time. Are you going to sink or are you going to swim? Manchester United, we finish in Champions League places. That's what we do, and we play in the Champions League. If these players don't give a good account of themselves and they sink, then then what is this? This is Man United we're talking about. This is Man United we're talking about. We need a left back. And if Ineos do not get a left back, then we're going to have a conversation. It's going to be a more measured conversation, and I will still praise them for what they've done, but I'll be very disappointed if they do not at least get a cover, even if the plan is to get Hall next summer. We cannot go into this season with Luke Shaw as our only left back and play the amount of games that we want to play, in the amount of competitions that we want to play in. Especially in Michael Carrick's system, we know that the fullbacks need to be bombing up and down the pitch. He wants the fullbacks to be very high. That's what he wants, guys. Luke Shaw, and I've always said this, he's a bit too passive for me. So 100%, we need a left back. I agree. Big up Tim in the building. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Tim's sure we will qualify. Sorry, I know irrelevant, but Rangers lost their Conference League qualification game. Oh, no. Didn't Celtic lose something? Who else lost? I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. On pens. Oh, struggling. No, I'm sorry, Rangers. How many players we have who have played Champions League except Bruno, Dalot, Shaw, Mags, Rashi, Sesko? I mean, you can't name half a team there. But how cooked are we? Shivam, I don't think we're cooked, bro. We will see Shivam. We will see chat. But I don't think we're cooked. No. I'm gonna say it. I don't think we will be cooked. I think we will be fine. We will see, guys. We will see. Big up the chat. Let me know. Shivam says we're gonna be cooked. Tim in the chat says we'll be okay. Big up the chat. Keep the interactions. Let's then move on to Joshua Zirkzee. Joshua Zirkzee, guys. I'm going to get my bias out the way and say I like Joshua Zirkzee. So often I will defend him because I like him. I'm biased for him. Yeah. I'm pro Zirkzee. So I'm going to let you know that this comes from a biased perspective. I mean, everything's from a biased perspective, technically. Fiorentina are in advanced talks to sign Joshua Zirkzee as official bid has been sent to Manchester United. 5 million loan fee, buy clause included in the deal with negotiations, of course, underway, and they are expected to be finalized very soon. Joshua Zirkzee is leaving the football club. That's it. This was, I think, always going to happen. I think it should happen. Of course, I said I'm biased. Do I want it to happen? No. But sometimes as a fan, I can take my fan hat off and put my just normal, neutral human hat on, or keep it on or whatever. And I'll be like, do you know what? If you're not going to play Joshua Zirkzee, and I've said this many times, despite what I want and the way I want to see football being played, which is a certain way, and I think you can build a team, make a team for Joshua Zirkzee. I think he is good enough to play in the Premier League. There's been much worse players than him, much less physical, that have made it in the Premier League. And all these narratives, they're not true. I think that Zirkzee's style isn't, no manager wants that style that Zirkzee has. Yeah. I think that is mostly it. And sometimes people don't fit. It's not a good fit. And that's it. And that's from my perspective. I think Zirkzee is a good footballer. In terms of the fundamentals of football, being able to control the ball, having good vision, being able to pass short, having good IQ, doing the basics, receive the ball well in tight space, all these little technical things. He can do these things. My frustration is that we really never got to see him play 5 games. And when every striker and every player wants to and needs to really have a run of games, we never got to see him comfortable. When someone's had 5 or 6 games and they know where everyone is and they know what pass to make and they're just dropping deep and they're just comfy because they played 6, 7 games in a row. We never got him to that sort of in that pocket. He never got to be in his pocket. And maybe the league, like I said, the league is very quick. But I don't buy into the league thing. I think he's not suited, and he hasn't been suited to the way that any of these managers play. Whether it's his lack of press, I've spoken about the fact that he, off the ball, Joshua Zirkzee, he has a style that's languid, a bit Berbatov-esque. And in the Premier League, when you want everyone to be aggressive and you want everyone to be intense and you want the press to be aggressive, Zirkzee's not it. Zirkzee's not it. So I have stated his flaws, but these flaws are only apparent or relevant to maybe the league or to a team that plays a certain way. They're not flaws in his football. It's football and ability per se. Because those flaws won't be consistent if he's playing in a different team. They won't show up. So I don't know. I think it's either way. On a business standpoint, that's my bit on Zirkzee. You guys know what I think about Zirkzee. I like Zirkzee. But from a business standpoint, I think we should sell him. Get the money for him. The issue with selling him and getting the money for him, because if you're not going to play him and if he doesn't fit in with what you want to do, then you have to. Feelings aside, you have to. So can we this is the question now. Can we replace him? Do we now have time? Are we going to get money in? Do we? I mean, it's not how it actually works. You don't need the physical money in for you to start making another signing. You know, Man United probably have money already. They can sign a striker in and then get the money in after it. You know what I'm saying? But do we have time to get another striker in? Who is the other striker? Is he going to be better than Zirkzee? Because I know people sing and rave about Mateta. And let's say, for instance, Mateta is better than Zirkzee. Let's just, for argument's sake, just say that there is no argument. Is he that much better? Like, is Mateta going to give you that sort of press? Because you know Michael Carrick likes that fluid front three with a high press and high intensity. And that's why I think, as much as it is controversial for Mbeumo to play a striker, he's probably at the moment, in terms of how Carrick wants to play, the player that I would play a striker. Is Mateta going to give you that? I don't know. Is Mateta even quicker than Zirkzee? He's just as big, probably even bigger than Zirkzee, and he moves slowly. I like Mateta, guys. I like Mateta. I'm just saying, or asking the chat, how much of an upgrade is someone like Mateta, especially at his age, to Zirkzee? Maybe you disagree, and he is. But let me know. Let me know. Are you good with this? The fact that it looks like we are going to sell Joshua Zirkzee. His time is up at Manchester United. He looks like he is going. How do you feel about that? From the player's perspective, it just hasn't worked. It just hasn't worked. For whatever reason, I've given you my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Why do you think it hasn't worked? Whatever reason, it hasn't worked, and we just need to get some money. United need to get money. The deal is on. I expect the deal to be completed. But then the question is, what do we do now? Is that money is going to be dividends? Let's not spend that money. Let's not reimburse that. Let's not put that money back into transfers. Let's dividends. Let's give out another 2 million payout. Or is this money going to be used? All these questions, guys. All these questions. And Celtic lost 3. Yeah, I thought so. That's why when he said Tim Rangers, I was like, are you sure you didn't mean Celtic? And I'm like, both of these teams. That's crazy. That's crazy, Tim. What's Scotland doing, man? Liverpool draw is a piss take. They got some Europa looking list. You all right? Let me see if I can get all the draws up as well, man. You guys are making me laugh. Champions League draw. Flipping it, guys. Where's the best place to see the draw? Oh, whatever, guys. It is what it is. I won't sell Zirkzee if we can't replace him. He would be good in Champions League, I believe. Shivam, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I like Zirkzee, but I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like I'm losing like a lost son. I need to let him go or something. Or someone's moving out my house. Someone's turned 18 and he's going to uni or something. I'm like, I gotta let it go, man. Like, I like Zirkzee, guys. I like the way he plays football. And I feel like, imagine, especially Carrick's possession-based ball. And the best football we played in pre-season was with Joshua Zirkzee on the pitch. Was it him, Mbeumo on the right, Shea Lacey. I think it was even Mount Santos. And it must have been Dorgu. Right? Yeah, and in that game, we were just balling out. And I'm like, Zirkzee was dropping deep, just oozing. But it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. I understand, Shivam. You wouldn't sell him, and that's logical. Why sell him and not get a striker in and start the season with Sesko, who we know is not fit and his injury record worries me. So we will sell Zirkzee not getting attacker or not getting another attacker, which means more of Cunha up front. We're going to see Rashford probably more than we thought we would see him. Maybe. Tim says, I'm not keen on Mateta. I think Tony would be. I would take Ivan Tony, guys. I think he's what we need. I think he's more mobile also than Mateta. I 100% would take Ivan Tony. It's interesting sometimes, Tim, how you pass up on players in certain years, certain eras, and football changes. So in 2 years' time, it comes back around, and the same player you passed up on, you're like, do you know what? I'll take him now. That's so interesting sometimes. Swings and roundabouts, isn't it? And all that. All right, guys. Okay, let's move on. Carlos Baleba. Let's have a quick talk about Carlos Baleba. And let's enjoy it. This is a positive show today. Osman says Jay-Z is not really cut out to make an impact in the Premier League. So from a certain point of view, anyone who can on the field is an improvement. Yeah, I mean, Joshua Zirkzee also, every year he's got a queue of clubs wanting to sign him. A queue in Italy. But Carlos Baleba, guys, he is here. I think he is still injured. I don't believe there is news going around that his injury might not be as serious as we thought. So he could be in training in the next week or so, potentially. He's given his first interviews. He's done his video. He's also given a really heartfelt and very warm and emotional message. He sent a message to Brighton's, a goodbye message, essentially, which was really, really good and kind of lets you into the psyche of the person, lets you into his character. And one thing, as an older man, I have to remind myself sometimes is that these guys are young. Like Baleba's 22, he's only he came to this country at 19 years old or 18. He's 22 now. He still, doesn't speak the language the best, but he speaks it a lot better than, of course, he did when he first got here. He's still learning the game as well. He's still young, people. He's not the finished article. I think we know this. There's parts of his game where I feel like he sometimes loses concentration and lapses of concentration and misplaces a pass where he doesn't need to misplace a pass. But in terms of that engine, that energy that a lot of you have said that we've needed, and I bought into the technical midfield thing. Yes, but I've always said, listen, you can have a technical midfield all you like. You still need people to play with intensity. You still need people to run. You still need to cover the ground. I've said it before. PSG might have a technical midfield, technically very sound midfield, but all of them will run. All of them will run. And at the moment, that might not be the case with all our midfielders. We're still going to ask Baleba to do a job for another person who is not the greatest runner. But he will, and the Old Trafford pitch is huge, people. We know how large it is. He will cover that ground. Physically strong, imposing. He's not going to lose many 50-50 duels. For a man who's, I think, only 5'10", he is huge. He is tall. He has a huge leap, should I say, not he's tall. I could say 5'10". Now, I'm 6'5". He ain't tall. He's got a huge leap. When Baleba leaps for the ball, he's like, I don't know, he's got that spring. He's always doing backflips and shit. This guy's an acrobat. It's crazy. So I'm looking forward to him in the midfield. I'm thinking Baleba and Tielemans and Bruno, Baleba, Santos and Kobe. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Baleba, Tielemans, Santos, Baleba, Bruno, Kobe. Bro, I think we'll be fine. Like I said, he's not. What I don't want to happen as well, people, is for people to think he's going to come in and save us and do all the things that Man United fans and fans in general love to do. One player is going to save. This is the only team sport, that I know that the fans love a savior, a single savior. I'm like, bro, he's not going to come and save Man United. Please don't do this to him and put all that expectation on him. That's one thing I'm going to say to the fans. But I'm happy. I hope you guys are. I know not everybody wanted a Baleba, Sander Berg, Adam Wharton. Some people wanted a different profile. But I'm happy. Last summer, I was singing this guy's name I'm a believer, every show I was saying Carlos Baleba. When we didn't get him, I was like, oh. And also, guys, can I just say something? Last year, what were we quoted? 110 million. Are these guys out of their mind? 110 million. That's what we were quoted. I think last year we bidded about 60. I think we bidded around this much last year. They said no. And then they were like 110 million. They said we want a record fee for him because he's going to be the best midfielder in the league. We want more than what we sold Caicedo for, because Caicedo's okay, but he's better than Caicedo. All of this talk. And then we United went, what? Better than who? How much you want? 100 and? Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna call you back. 1 year later. We didn't call these guys back. We took their card, but we didn't call them back. Baleba did what he needed to do. Put all his tools down. He said, I ain't working. I ain't doing shit. And then we called back and said, yo, what go on? Yo, the Baleba youth. The Baleba youth, How much you want for him again? 100? No, I'll give you 70. So what, 45 million pounds, guys? 45 million pounds. How cheap are Ineos? No, I'm playing. It is what it is. It is what it is. Big up the chat. Bring up Brighton at home in the League Cup now. And they're probably going to beat us, Tim. I'm joking. I joke me, I make, man. Nah, that makes sense, Tim. That's football. That's how football goes, Tim. I'm actually just being serious. I reckon we'll probably get Brighton in the League Cup now. And then we'll just have to unleash Baleba and say, listen, show them this new manager who didn't want to play you, took you off after like 30 minutes and all these things. Show him, innit? Show him that you're the guy, because it was only one season ago. We were saying he's going to be the best midfielder if not the best midfielder in the league. And then one season of, him playing poorly, and all of a sudden he's not even worth 65 million or 70. People are even saying that he's not even worth 70 million anymore. But I'm supposed to believe Anderson's worth 116. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Baleba and Kobe in the base. That would be nice. That would be nice, Osman. And the thing about Baleba and Kobe, they can both drive with the ball. Like Santos can't move. Santos is a passer. Tielemans is a passer. Kobe and Carlos Baleba can drive, can move the ball at their feet. And against Hull, we have 3 midfielders, if you include Bruno, and none of them can move really with the ball. None of them are drivers. Tielemans can drop a shoulder, but Santos is definitely pass first. So with Kobe and Baleba, we have 2 players who can receive the ball, especially Kobe in tight spaces. And Baleba, he can drop a shoulder and he can drive. And when Baleba drives with the ball, when he's galloping, you can't muscle him off the ball. You can't shove him off the ball. There's no shoulder to shoulder with Baleba. There's his shoulder and you're on the floor. That's it. the shoulder to floor, and it's your shoulder on the floor. So I'm happy. I'm happy, guys. Let me know how you're feeling, what you're thinking about Baleba, how excited you are, where he's gonna play, how he's gonna play this, anything, guys. Just let me know. Let me know. Let's move on quickly to Balde and the left back situation. I know some of you guys have spoken already in the chat about the left back situation. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The rumors, the journalists, the noise at the moment is making it sound like if we do get a left back, it's not going to be first or second choice. It's going to be, well, that's the question. Who is it going to be? Because I was assuming by now we would have more clarity. But as the days draw nearer, as we get nearer to the end of the transfer window, I'm like, why is this becoming less clear? Why does it sound like Manchester United are either trying to prepare us for introduce the idea that we're not going to get a left back, or they are lowering our expectations so they can surprise us with something? I think those are the two thought processes, the two dominant narratives. United are gearing up to maybe not getting cover. That's A. B, they are going to get cover. It's going to be like a Rome or something. Or, listen, they're just lowering our expectations so they can announce something big, i.e. a crazy offer for Lewis Hall. Maybe. Because Man United have spent 150 million net, right? And we can spend around 200. I don't know if we are going to, but we spent 200 million net before. If we sell Zirkzee, we can buy even more. We can use even more money. So could a little 65 plus 5 tempt, or 50, 60 M's tempt Newcastle maybe? Fabrizio Romano has spoken. Understand that Alejandro Balde has informed Barcelona about his desire to stay at the club and compete for a spot. His intention is clear. Decision up to the club after exploring sale. Only a big proposal from a top club can change the scenario from now to deadline day. And then the question I have is this. Do we want to take a player to Manchester United who does not want to come to Manchester United? You know that phrase, we only want players who want to be here. Is it very important? I think, for instance, I think you as fans will love Carlos Baleba. And one of the reasons why I think you love him, because he loves the club. He genuinely loves the club and he's fought to be here. He wants to be here. And I think he will play like it and he will show it. And I think because of that, the fans will be drawn to him. Right? This guy doesn't want to be here. He wants to stay at Barcelona. Do we want a player like that? He's making it clear and we're going to drag him out of Barcelona, just scratching. No! I don't know, people. But as a player, I like Balde. He's a very good left back. I like him. His injury records, that's another conversation. I understand that. And especially coming to the Premier League, we need to not brush that to the side because that could be a concern. And it is a concern. I don't know. Maybe we could do a loan. Could we get Rashford involved in this deal? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the left back situation, guys. Where are you? Because I've said if Ineos do not get a left back cover for Luke Shaw, then this transfer window has been somewhat a failure. They succeeded in getting the midfielders in, revamping the midfield. But for me, we needed a left back just as much as a third midfielder in some ways. And we absolutely need to get one, guys. We need to get one. So at this point, as long as he can push Luke Shaw, if you want to get him on loan, get him on loan. If you want to get Ram. Apparently, the other Spanish kid is staying. What about the Belgium kid? I don't mind. Just get someone in, please. If you want to play with these pacey wing backs, look at Harry Amas and was it Kamasa? What's his name? Is it Kamasa? Kamara? Kamasa? You know that right back that we played. Look at how they played. And then look how Mazraoui and Dalot played. I mean, Mazraoui and Luke Shaw played. Scared. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But the left back situation, Manchester United, I believe, are still looking. And I don't know whether they want to take a shot. Because I still feel like, let's move into Lewis Hall. I think the reason why we're in this situation is because I genuinely feel that Lewis Hall is the signing. And similar to last summer, where we could have easily bought another midfielder after the Baleba thing didn't happen. We could have said, oh, cool, we're not gonna sign Baleba, let's go for another one, another signing, let's go for someone else. But we didn't do that. We said, okay, we will wait for him, and we went back in for him. We looked at Chouameni, we looked at all of these guys. And how do we know that our plan wasn't all along Baleba? And all of this was just to get the Baleba fee down a bit more. That's what Man United will spin. That's what they will say to us. Whether you want to believe that, I don't know. That's up to you. Big up Dara in the building, man. So because I think Manchester United and Lewis Hall are the long-term plan, we don't know like what we're doing with the left back, because it's almost as if a 1-year stopgap would be ideal, a loan would be ideal, or because we might need another midfielder, if that other midfielder can play left back as well, that would be ideal. But getting Hall next year, if that is the plan to get him next year, I think has put Man United in a very weird, undecisive situation when it comes to what they're going to do with left back. That's what I think. Ben Jacobs, and guys, don't shoot me. I know Ben Jacobs isn't. Ben Jacobs has had not the greatest 2 years. In terms of transfer news, he's not had the greatest time. Let's just put it there. The signs from Lewis Hall, you can argue with him. Why am I reading his stuff? It is what it is, guys. The signs from the Lewis Hall camp are that he sees a very strong fit at Manchester United. So, for the first time in a long time, a journalist has said that Lewis Hall's camp kind of likes Manchester United. He sees him at Manchester United. That's big, especially as a journalist to come out with. This is where Manchester United have got confidence, as they did with Carlos Baleba 12 months ago, that if they can't move now, if they do choose to move in a year's time, and even if Hall signs a new deal first, the player has that buy-in. Big up, bro. I've been good, man. It's the first show in a while. I didn't do a show on Monday or Wednesday. A lot of issues, but I've been good, man. Just enjoying life, man. United just keeping me busy, you know. Man United keeping all of us busy, but we're all excited for the new season, my guy. So big up, man. Big up, bro. Listen, maybe Ben Jacobs has seen what happened to Baleba, and he's just put 2 and 2 together, and he's thrown something at the sky or thrown something, seeing if it sticks, right? But I think there's something in this, guys. I think there's something in this. I really do. I think Man United could try to get him, but the news is, and what's coming out of Newcastle's camp is that the fee would have to be crazy. Lewis Hall's already conceded like 2 penalties for Newcastle, I believe. So Man United are like, listen, Lewis Hall, do what Baleba did. Do what you need to do. So in the summertime when we come for you, you only need to pay 40 million. This could be Baleba, but the fact that a journalist is putting it out there as well, I always like to think, bro, you've now let it be known, and now Newcastle are thinking that, and so shush. Why you gotta tell everybody our strategy? But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, big up yourselves, man. Big up yourselves. So let me know, guys, what you think of the Lewis Hall situation and the left back situation in general, to be fair, because we need a left back. Who are you signing at left back, people? How long do we have left? 4 days, right? I don't know. Who are you signing, people, at left back? Because at the moment, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yeah, man. So we're 27th of August. Tuesday, the 1st of September, guys. Well, you got to sign a left back before Tuesday. But you got to have the bid accepted. We got have the bid accepted. When we can do it, we've seen that Man United can do it. We can do deals in a day. We can do deals in 2 days. But it's Thursday, and we got 5 days, 4 days maybe, because Thursday is almost finished, right? We've got 4 days left, guys, to sign a left back. And if we don't, what's the fan base going to be like? Ineos in, Ineos out, shake it all about. Are we going to melt down? Are we going to be, how angry are we going to be? Can you just plan to be angry? How angry am I going to be? I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. Surely they're going to have to get one. Because I feel like the fan base at the moment, even though they've got Baleba in, it's that result at the weekend has just got everyone just a bit angst, concerned. There are some of us who are like, do you know what? Sample size is needed. 1 game. Every team improves through the season and gets better. Not a good start, but I need to see what we do against Ipswich before I can start making full-blown assessments. Dara said, go and slap 50 on True Fair. Why not? Why not? What about is it Kolioglu? Is it Koliogs? Why not Kolioglu, people? Why not Koliogs? What's wrong with Kolioglu? Because I'm pretty sure he's at Fenerbahce, right? Why did he? Because he was at Brighton. Wait, Kolioglu. Bro, my spelling is crazy. You don't even want to know how to spell Kolioglu. can't even spell this, the bomber. Flipping egg. Where is he? Why did he, like, essentially, the question I have is, how is this guy, why did this guy not stay at Brighton? Like, I don't get why he's in Turkey. No, he still plays for Brighton. What's happening with Kologu? I don't get it. What's going on? Am I losing my mind here? Where is he playing right now? He's at Brighton. Of course he's at Brighton. Why was I thinking that he went back to Fenerbahce? Why was I thinking Kologu went back to Fenerbahce? He's still at Brighton. Brighton are not gonna sell us Baleba and Kologu, bro. Oh, we ain't getting no Kologu, man. Tim, what are you saying to me, Tim? Because I'm confused, Tim. Are you saying when you told me that we got Brighton in the League Cup, you were being factual before, as in you saw the draw? Or are you saying that after saying it, the draw happened and it became true? What are we saying that you're psychic, basically? Is that what we're saying, bro? Because now I'm baffled. Yeah, bro. And Dara, do you know what? Yeah, I don't get why I don't get why all the clubs sat back and watched Brighton get Kologu. When Brighton bought Kologu, I was thinking to myself, am I the only one who's thinking, raw? Are we just going to allow these guys? Am I the only person who rates Kologu? Why wasn't no one else getting this player? And we allowed Brighton to sign him? Oh, man, Tim, it would have been better if you were psychic, bro. Tim ain't got powers. Flipping it, man. Yeah, that's going to be a good game then, Tim. It's going to be a good game. You know, the ones where I was going to say, can Baleba play? And I'm like, of course he can. He's not on loan, bro. He's not on loan. We signed him. Yeah. The funny thing is, Tim, a lot of times these matches happen and we go and we lose against Brighton and it happens to us and only us. Baleba will go face his former club and he will lose. And people will say, oh, look, he's gone to a worse club. And only United, man. Anyway. People. That's... So, Champions League fixtures. They're out, people. They're out. And I think we will be okay. As long as Carrick gets what he needs, if Ineos pull their finger out their ass and get the left back that we need, please, Ineos. I've stayed calm and I've stayed relaxed. I've been one of those content creators that have said, give these guys until the end of the window. Let's see what they can do. And it's now approaching the end of the window. So essentially, if you don't do what you say you're going to do, then I have to now join the criticism crew and start applying some pressure. So Ineos, please do what you need to do. I felt the same when Brentford signed Sangare. Watch him go for Anderson money next summer. Yeah, it's the Sangare one is always weird. I'm always going to be frustrated when we all know how good certain players are, Dara. The whole world talks about them. And like our club just watch them get signed. Like Sangare should not be going to Brentford, bro. I'm not saying he should be going to Man United because we got our Carlos Baleba, and to be honest, Baleba should be better than Sangare. But Sangare he's good. He is good. And he's gonna, if he has a good season, yeah, 100% Dara. He's gonna go for big money. Really big money. Bruno Fernandes. Maybe I can't record, can I? No. No, I'll do separately then. I'll do it separately. All right, guys. Big up Tim. Big up Dara. Big up the chat. Big up the chat. We're gonna end the stream soon. Let me make sure I've gone through the chat. Big up everybody. Let's go. All right, people. Big up yourselves. Thanks for the stream. It was a good show. 8:30. Nice, good 1 hour stream. We'll be back tomorrow as well. Tomorrow will be the usual press conference reaction. We're gonna find out what Michael Carrick has to say about the Ipswich game. We're going to look ahead at the Ipswich game, which of course is on Sunday, people. So great show. We went through a lot. I was going to end on some Bruno conversation about the PFL award, but I wanted to record that. And I don't think I can record it because the stream is live. I don't see that option. So I might just do a quick video on Bruno. My thoughts on Bruno. My real thoughts on Bruno. I'm just going to put it out there. So yeah, look out for some shorts. I'm going to put some shorts, or have been putting up some shorts. There is my tactical analysis video that I did a few days ago. That's up as well for you guys to just play, have a listen to when you're doing whatever you're doing. Just have it on. It's only about 17 minutes long anyway. So have a look at the tactical analysis video, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Enjoy your Thursday, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll be back, like I said, tomorrow. And yeah, peace.